So today is the day 2 section, right? Today is the day 2. So in this section, we are going to discuss about complete AI. What is exactly AI and what is generative AI? Right now, it is a famous and trending word, generative AI. This is a trending one, right? Generative AI. Everyone is wherever you are listening this thing, and if you go for the YouTube or if you go for the Instagram in the reels or whatever the things presented, so everyone is talking about the generative AI, generative AI. So what exactly is generative AI? We will discuss about today session. Okay, so let me divide this generative into two words. One is generate, another one is AI. Okay, one is generate, another one is AI. Generate. So generate. It need to generate a new text. It means it need to generate a new thing or new context. It's simply called it as a new context. So context means here simply it is known as a, like, whether it is need to generate a text or whether it is generating a text, whether it is generating a video, whether it is generating in an audio, whether it is generating in any like a code, or whether it is generating an image. So these types of things comes to the generation new text, generating a new text. So whereas coming to the AI is simply known as artificial intelligence, right? It is simply known as artificial intelligence, which is automatically can do a computing, can do a some process, can do a automatically do some of the process by using the computers. It is automatically do a some process by using computers. Computers like simply a laptops or whatever the things presented. So by using the computers, the process will be the progress, whatever the process, whatever the things contain, it will be automatically done by the computer. So this is known as a AI. So the both a combination of generative AI and plus AI is known as a generative AI, where AI can generate a new context, where AI can generate a new context. So generative AI is not a new one. It is not a new one. It is a old word. So from since 90s and 70s, we have this generative AI. So let me give some applications on this generative AI, what and when they are released. So the application, let me discuss about the applications. So the first application is a Google Translator. First application is a Google Translator. So which is used to translate one type of language to another type of language. So this Google Translator is released in 2006. 2006. So, but the generative AI is famous in 2024. So in the 2006 only we have these translators. In 2006 only, we have this translator, Google Translator, where it works to translate the one type of language to another type of language. For example, so let me give an example also. So let me give an example also. So if I need to translate Telugu to English, if I need to translate Telugu to English, or if I need to translate Hindi to English, Hindi to English. So this Google Translator, similarly like we are using, right? So let me show you how to use this Google Translator also. So let me open and show you. So let me type Google Translator. Okay, this is a Google Translator, right? So let me open this Google Translator. So this is a, let me remove take this English. Let me use this English. So English to I need to print in Telugu. So let me print in Telugu. So let me use. So my name is Reddy. My name is Reddy. So I mentioned this. My name is Reddy, right? So let me remove this name also. Like my name is Reddy. So it is translate this entire English into the Telugu. It is translate entire into the Telugu. My na peru Reddy. So if we change this in different types of languages, if we change like Hindi, it is also shows the English translation also. So English to Hindi. It is also shows the English to Hindi. So you can also change into the whatever the thing. Let me take into the Russian. Change into the Russian. So this is a Russian language. So this is a simple English language. My name is Reddy. Is converted into translated into the Russian. Same if I go for the French. If I go for the, let me go for the US English, or UK USA. There is no USA English. Let me go for the Portuguese. This is a Portuguese, and let me show you how it's go for the Japanese also. So this is a how exactly we need to translate this data into the Japanese, or we need to translate some type of data into some other languages. So that's why we prefer to use this Google Translator. So Google Translator is came over in 2006 only. So at the time of 2006, it's around 18 years back, I hope. It's around 18 years back. We have already a generative AI. We are already a generative AI. So next application, we also discuss some more application. So next application is Siri. So this is if you are using the some of the Hey Siri, this type. Let's like if you are using these types of the series came over in the 2011. Series came over in the 2011. In 2011 only, the voice recognition process has came over. Hey Siri, play the Telugu songs. Hey Siri, play. Say Hey Siri. So we are like same like that. Hey Google. Hey Google. We have it. Hey Google. We have it. So these types of things is presented in the 2011 only. So this is one of the application of generative AI. This is one of the application of generative AI. And the third application we will discuss about, so auto completion. So auto completion. So what is mean by auto completions? So if you are writing any mail ID, it will provide some suggestions, right? It will provide some suggestions. Let me show you how it will provide the suggestions. So let me open my mail ID. So let me go for this and let me open the mail ID. And I need to write a new mail ID. So let me compose this. It's loading. Just give me 5 minutes. Yeah, this is a new mail ID. So let me write a mail ID for someone. This is some my dummy mail ID, and say testing purpose. Subject is a testing or demo, or we can also write just a workshop demo. We can also write a workshop demo. So now, dear Reddy, I am writing a mail to confirm you. So we are writing something, right? So to confirm you. So some of the information, some of information. So this is the thing. You can see that it is also showing some mistakes. I write some mistakes here. So it is showing some grammatical mistakes. So some information. So this is not a email. It is an email. So like that, it is used to for the detection of the missing values, or it is also used to some of the things. So like that. So you can use tanks and records. So you can see this auto filling. It is showing this auto filling. If you mention the tanks and it shows the auto filling of records. So this is a one type of applications of the auto completion. It is a one type of application of the auto completion. Or we can have a one more type example. So you can also prefer for the Google. So for example, let me type the generative AI. So you can see generative AI route map, generative AI certificate, generative AI toolkits, generative AI courses, generative AI user cases. So they are providing some suggestions for you. So this is an auto completion. If you type anything, so it will shows you like this. That is the purpose of using this auto completions in generative AI. Auto completion in generative AI, or simply like a AI. It is shows the to complete the auto things in a generative AI or AI. And AI also used for the auto completion purpose. So let me discuss one of the trending one. How exactly is this ChatGPT works? Okay, so ChatGPT is a trending one, right? Everyone knows about this ChatGPT. How it's going on. It's creating a huge amount of text for you. If you're writing one text for it, it is giving a huge amount of text. So this is a ChatGPT. ChatGPT is developed in 2023. ChatGPT is developed in 2023 by the company of OpenAI. This is a company who developed the ChatGPT. Let me discuss how exactly this ChatGPT works. So ChatGPT is a language modeling type of algorithm. So completely it works in the related the model, it related the language. So let me discuss how it's exactly works. So I have a text, I want, I want to, I want to. So it will have an option eat, sleep, learn, learning or learn, or we have a I want to play. So this is the types. So this ChatGPT goes for the ChatGPT. So algorithm. So ChatGPT is trained by the huge amount of data. It is trained by the huge amount of data. It will make a sentiment analysis. So if I want to eat or I want to sleep, I want to learn, I want to play. It will tell. If you write a prompt, I want to play, it will search the I want to play. I want to play cricket. I want to play cricket. If you search, I want to learn AI, data science. I want to learn AI, data science. It will match. It will match the things. So if in case I want to sleep, I want to sleep now, it will match the I want to sleep. And if I want to eat apple, I want to eat apple. Like this. Like this ChatGPT works. So model, it's a completely language model modeling. It's a completely like a language modeling. So if you type I want to, it provides some suggestion, eat, sleep, learn, play. If you type I want to learn, so it will provide some of the suggestions. I want to learn AI, I want to learn data science. Like that, it will provide some of the suggestions for you. So like this only the ChatGPT exactly works. Like this only ChatGPT exactly works, and it is also helpful to generate the next word. It is also helpful to generate the next word. Next word. How it can generate? How it can generate? Okay, next word. How it can generate? So let me give one example. Let me give one example. The color, the color of a sky is. The color of a sky is. If you train this, if you send this algorithm, if you send this sentence into the language model like ChatGPT or whatever the languages models we have, if you send this model to, if you send this statement to the algorithm, it will easily predict the next organ. The color of a sky is blue. The color of a sky is blue. It can also generate the next model. It can also generate the next word. It can also generate the next word. So for these types of things will be presented in this ChatGPT. Okay, these types of things is presented in ChatGPT. So many people have a lot of doubts. So most of the people have lot of doubts. How can I create my own LLM model, like language model? How can I create? How can I create my LLM model? Like this is a language model. How can I create a language model? So let me show you some steps to create these language models. Step number one. Step number one. So to create this language model, first you need to have a huge amount of data, huge amount of data, or huge amount of corpus, huge amount of corpus. Corpus is simply represented as a data, text data. So you need to have a huge amount of data. You need to have a huge amount of data. You need to collect from various platforms like Wikipedia. You need to collect some from the Wikipedia, or you need to collect from the books, or you need to collect from the books, or you need to collect from the Stack Overflow. These are the different types of websites we have in the real time. Or you need to collect from the some social media related things also. So you need to do some things to collect the data. This is a step one to build your own language model. To build your own language model. Step one is you need to collect a huge amount of data. And let me discuss about the step two also, right? So we have a step two. Step two. So to predict the, so based on the, if you want to generate these types of languages model, you need to select LM model. So you can prefer ChatGPT, or you can prefer this Bird, or you can prefer like Bird is also known as a Gemini. So you can prefer the Copilot. So you need to select the model, and you need to ask the model to predict the next word based on the data. Predict the next word based on the data. Based on the data. So whatever the data I have collected. For example, I collect the data regarding to the AI, generative AI. So let me give a model. Let me give an example for the training of a model. What is AI? What is AI? It shows the output, right? It shows some outputs also, right? Let me show you how it's work. ChatGPT. Let me open the ChatGPT. Let me open the ChatGPT and show you how this AI model work, generative AI, it will work. Okay. So let me open the ChatGPT. So it will take some time. Just wait. So this is the ChatGPT. So just I'm typing what is AI? What is AI? So let me enter this. It will show some output like AI or artificial intelligence that refer to the development of a computer system that can perform the specific task. You can observe there are some different types of AI also. So whereas a weak AI, strong AI, and super intelligent AI. So these are the some types of AIs we have, right? So we can't able to learn by itself. So such as facial recognition, internet search, self-driving cars. These are coming to the weak AI. That's known as a narrow AI. So coming to the general AI, it is a strong AI. It is a strong AI. That is a more advanced. It looks like a more advanced. So can it work like similarly the capability of AI? It works the intelligence of AI, which works as a human. So whereas a super intelligent AI, it is a upon the creativity as a human. So more than the creativity of a human, it works as a more than the creativity of a human. So these are the type of. So you can see just I type the what is AI. It go and search in a different types of websites. Whatever the websites we have collected like Wikipedia, books, Stack Overflow, social media, whatever the things it have. So it will collect the some information from them and it will provide the output. And it will provide the output. And like that in the step 3. In the step 3. In the step 3. So this is a step 3 where we need to repeat the overall the text. Repeat the overall the steps. So same like that, we need to collect the huge amount of data and we need to ask some questions for the algorithm. It will provide the outputs, generate the outputs. Like that, it will be go head. So till the things. So here only it will completely analyze in the step 2 only. It will provide this whatever the language models. It provide the language models and the text generation. It will provide the text. It will identify the text generation, autofilling. These are the comes into the language prediction data. By the using of these things only, the algorithm can easily predict whatever the values present in between the step 1, step 2, step 3. Right. So this is all about the generative, how can we develop our own generative AI model. Okay. How can we develop our own generative model? Okay. Clear up to here? So fine. Let me discuss about what is this, how this ChatGPT has came over. Let me discuss about how this ChatGPT is came over. So basically in deep learning, we will discuss about the complete information about the deep learning. Right? In deep learning, we have one type of algorithm, encoders. These are the one type of algorithms and decoders. These are the one type of algorithms we have. Coming to the NLP, natural language processing, where we have a transformers. This is the king of generative AI, king of artificial intelligence. So Transformers was developed by the Google in 2017. So it is a place completely they are working on encoders and decoders. So ChatGPT is came over from this decoders type, decoders of type algorithm. So let me write the architecture of a ChatGPT. Let me give the architecture of a ChatGPT, how the architecture is looking like. So architecture of a ChatGPT. Let me draw this architecture of a ChatGPT. So this is a block of code. This is a blocks where we have, and in this block we have a decoder blocks, and again one more decoder blocks. We have a decoder blocks, and after that we have a self-training, self-attention model or former, and where we have a masked models. So these are the 4 blocks we have in a decoder. So first this is a decoder block, decoder block. This is a decoder block. Same as a second one also decoder block. Second one also is a decoder block. And third one, what is the block we have? This is a feed forward neural network. Feed forward neural network. This is the block names. Feed forward neural network. And the fourth one is mask self-attention. Mask self-attention. So these are the some types of blocks which are present in a ChatGPT. Okay, this is the decoder block only. So here the input. Let me give an input. let me give an input. So let me give this is the input. I am providing the input for the block. I am providing the input for the block. Okay. So the input is I'm asking. Let me give an example. I'm asking. I want to learn. This is my input data. This is my input data. It go into this mass self-attention feedback network decoders, and it will provide the output. It will provide the output as a, so whatever the things options you have. I want to learn AI and data science. I want to learn AI and data science. So this is the output which is protected by the ChatGPT. This is output which is presented by the ChatGPT. So end of the statement, you need to also provide the end of the statement. It will calculate this into the vectors. So it will calculate it into the vector. So the input you are asked is I want to learn. The output you will get AI and data science. And this is the end of the time. So if you want to understand these types of architecture, first you need to know about the data science. That's the thing we already discussed yesterday. That's the thing only we already discussed yesterday. So first you need to understand this data science, how exactly data is working, how exactly is presented. So after that only we can easily understand this artificial intelligence things. Okay, artificial intelligence things. Clear up to here? So let me show you how the evaluation of generative AI came here. How the evaluation of generative AI came here. Okay, let me show you. So we already mentioned this is the world of AI. This is the world of AI. In the world of AI, we have a subset of machine learning. This is a ML. In subset of machine learning, we have a deep learning. In subset of deep learning only, we have a generative AI. So in the generative AI. So where we are working in the generative AI is like prompt engineering and LLM models that comes into the completely in the generative AI. This is a complete evaluation of a figure size. We can represent the AI. AI is one of the type of ML. ML is under the subset of deep learning. Deep learning is a subset of generative. So this is a hierarchy. So whatever the things we need to know, this is the complete of things. This is a complete of things is known as a data science. This is a complete of things is known as a data science. So data science simply the combination of ML, the combination of DL, the combination of generative AI and prompt engineering. This is the combination of data science. So whatever the things present in a AI, first you need to know about the data science. That's the main important. So if you know the data science only, we can easily understand about artificial intelligence. We can easily understand about generative AI or whatever the things. So generative AI, simply we can define it is a generating a new text. It is used to generate a new text or new videos or new images or new things, whatever the things. So let me show you some of the tools also. So these are the some tools which are using for the generative AI. So GitHub Copilot is a one type of tool which is used for the based on the generative AI. So which is used to generate the automatic code on purpose. And we have a syntax AI. So it is used to create some of the content based on the thing. Whereas the ChatGPT is also one type of things. It is also used for the create the content. And Clodo is a one type of language model which is used to develop some of the assistance of developer research figure focus training a data. $E it is used to it is also given by the developed by the OpenAI, and these models are mostly used to generate the images purpose. Java AI, it is used to create the content. It is used to create the content for the market, like SEO, building a SEO or SMO, digital marketing related content. So like this, we have a huge applications. Like this, we have a huge number of applications. Right now, everyone using this artificial intelligence only. Everyone is using artificial intelligence only. Even if you are using the Instagram, that is also using artificial intelligence. So how it's working? So simply, if you like any type of video in your Instagram, like same like content only, the videos will be come here, right? Same like content, alanti content, like sorry, that's much of content only you will get, right? So that type of content only we are receiving. So there is a completely working on the AI. AI is detecting which type of content you are mostly liking. Based on that only, it is sending to Instagram Reels for you. So if you share one type of content to your friends, if the friend you are like, same type of content will be provided for your friend also. That's why the videos will be boost over time. The videos will be viral overnight. So this is a complete generative AI, how it's going on, how it's working, and how its things are happening. So like if you want to know about the generative AI also, if you not to know about the generative AI, so first you need to know about the data. Data. Let me discuss about the data. What is mean by data means? So data is simply known as a collection of information, collection of facts, collection of some even things. So this is a representation of a data. It's simply known as a collection of something. It is known as a collection of something. Okay, collection of information. Collection of information. We can simply mention as a collection of information. It is a collection of information. So data is basically divided into two types. We can also calculate data is divided into two types. One is qualitative data, and another one is quantitative data. Another one is quantitative data. One is a qualitative data, another one is a quantitative data. So let me discuss about the qualitative data. What exactly this qualitative data do? So qualitative data, by name we have, it defines the quality of an object. By name we have, it will define the quality of an object. It defines the quality of an object. How can we define? So for example, let me give an example. So Ramesh is a taller boy in a class. So Ramesh is a taller boy. Here the taller is a quality of a Ramesh, right? So it is defined the quality of a data. It is defined the quality of a data. So next, let me one more example. Car is red color. Car is red color. So here red is define the quality of a car. Red is define the quality of a car. So this type of data, it is completely used for the summarization purpose. Completely used for the summarization purpose. So this type of data we call that as a qualitative data. Whereas a quantitative data, let me discuss about the quantitative data also. So quantitative data is defined the numerics. It's defined the numerics. It's defined the numerics. So quantitative data has a two types. One is discrete data. Another one is continuous data. So discrete data. Let me discuss about the discrete data. Okay. Discrete data is simply known as which we can count. That is known as a discrete data. So let me give an example. So number of students in a class. So we can easily count, right? Number of students in a class. So that is, so if the data which can easily count is known as a discrete data. The data which is easily count, that is known as a discrete data. So let me give an examples also. I have a bag, and the bag is contained A, B, C, D, A, B, C, A, D, D. So this is the data which is contained in a bag. Okay, this is the data which is contained in a bag. So how many letters of A, how many letters of B, how many letters of C, how many letters of D? So which is possible to count, right? So A, we have 1, 2, 3. 3 letters of A, which is easy to count. Whereas a B, 1, 2. Whereas a C, 1, 2. Whereas a D, 1, 2, 3. So which is easy to count? Is known as a discrete data. Which we can easily count is known as a discrete type data. So whereas coming to the continuous related data, which we can't able to count, the data. So that is known as a continuous data. So let me give an example. Number of stars in a sky. So is it possible to count the number of stars in a sky, guys? No, right? We can't able to count the number of stars in a sky, right? We can't able to count. So number of droplets in a water. Number of drops in a water. Is it possible to count the drops in a water? No, right? We can't able to count the drops in a water, right? So this is a continuous data. This is known as a continuous data. Okay. Discrete data that we can able to count, and continuous data that we can't able to count. So this is a quantitative data. This is a quantitative data. So which completely works on the numeric, whereas a qualitative data that completely works on the define the quality of an object. So here the Ramesh is an object, car is an object. It will define the quality, describe the quality, mention the quality of a things. So this is the some of the basic. And we have a second type. Let me discuss about some advanced level. Let me discuss about the advanced level in a data. So that is first one is measurement scale. We can also call it as a measurement scales. Okay. So measurement scales. The first one is, let me discuss about nominal data. Nominal data. Nominal data. Or we can also call it as a categorical data. We can also call that as a categorical data. So what is this nominal and categorical data? So categorical data, by the name only we can divide it into the categories. We can divide it into the categories. How can we divide? For example, we have a gender. So gender is categorized into male and female. So we can easily categorize, right? So this type of data is known as a categorized data. This type is known as a nominal data or categorical data. And let me give one more example. So states in India. States in India. So we can easily calculate states in India. So states in India, we can easily get Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Maharashtra, Karnataka. We can easily classify the data. We can easily categorize the data, right? So this type of data is known as a categorized data or nominal data. This type of data is known as a nominal data or categorical data. We can also call it as a categorical data. That's the most important, guys. We need to remember. So if you want to work in artificial intelligence, the data is more important. We need to define the data also. Okay. So next we have a one more type. So next we have a one more type, that is a ordinal data. That is a ordinal data. There is a ordinal data which assign the ranks, which assign the ranks of a data, which assign the rank for the data. So how can we assign the ranks means? So let we discuss about the education system. We have a BTech, we have a degree, right? We have a PhD, we have a SSC, we have a inter. Right? These are the some type of data we have. So what is the first priority you are going to give? Which type of education system we are going to give the priority? So PhD, right? For the PhD only we give the first priority. So that's why we need to assign the rank 1. Second priority we are going to give the BTech. So that's why we assign the rank 2. Third priority we are going to give the degree. That's why we are assigning the rank 3. Fourth we are going to give the inter. That's why we are assigning the rank 4. Fifth we are going to the SSC. That's why we are going to rank 5. Like this, we need to assign some ranks for the data that is known as a ordinal data. That is known as a ordinal data. That's the most important, right? This is the most important. So to remember, so we need to give the ranks for the given data. We need to give the ranks for the given data. So this is the one type of data. This is a one type of data. And third one, we are going to see about the interval data. Interval data and the interval scales. We can also call it the interval scale also. So we need to provide some intervals. We need to provide some intervals. How can we provide means? Let me give an example. Here the example, like let me take an example of ages. Ages is the example. So 3, 5, 7, 10, 11, 13, 17, and 23, 25, 27, 23, 25, 27, 31, 35, and 43, 53, 61, 67, 71, 73. So these are the ages I have. So we need to assign some intervals. So let me take an interval 1, 0 to 10. This is a one type of interval. So next I am going to take one more interval, 11 to 20 is a one type of interval. Next 21 to 30, it's another type of interval. Next 31 to 40 is a one type of interval. Like 41 to 50 is another type of interval. Like this, we need to assign some intervals. So whatever the data, 0, 1, 2, 3, 10, up to 10, 0 interval, it will found the 4. So next 11 to 12, 1, 2, 3, it found the 3. Next like this 2, it found the 3. Like this, it will calculate the data. It will calculate into the intervals and the plots. That's why we need to know these types of intervals data, or we need to know about these interval scale. Right? Measurement scales is the advanced level of the basic level of data. And the final one, fourth one, we are going to discuss about the ratio data. We are going to discuss about the ratio data. So what is mean by ratio data? We need to provide the ratios. We need to provide the ratio. How can we provide the ratio? Some examples. Let me give some examples. So let me discuss unemployment in India. Unemployment in India. We can easily identify, for example, 70% is unemployment and 30% is employment. So like this, we can easily mention 70% people for the unemployment, 30% people for the employment. Okay. So strength of a class. One more example, number of students in a class. So we need to find the number of students in a class. We need to find the between the boys as well as girls. So number of boys 7, for example, number of girls is 4. We can also identify like this. So this is a completely known as a for ratio data. This is completely known as a ratio data. So we discuss about the data, how the data is that much of importance, and we have types of data also we discuss, and advanced level of data also important. So before going to before learning any things if you want to learn AI, or if you want to learn any data science, first you need to know about the data. That's a mandatory thing. First, you need to know about the data. That's a mandatory thing. So if you know the data only, we can easily understand what type of things presented, how this data is going on, what are the things presented, how are the categorical variables have, what are the numeric columns we have, what are the things present we have. These are the things that we will know about this. So let me discuss about the some of the Python data types also. You will get some clear information about this Python data types also. Let me discuss about the Python data types. So in Python is divided into two types of data. Let me like primitive and non-primitive, or we can also call it as a basics and advanced. We can also call it as a basics and advanced. So let me discuss about first basics. So in basics, we have integers, float, complex, and boolean. These are float, complex, and booleans. Coming to the advanced data types, we have a list, string, tuple, dictionary, and set. These are the coming to the advanced level data types. So where we have a integers, right? Integers is start from minus infinity to plus infinity. We already know from the childhood. Where is a float? Float is the data type has a decimal points, 0.3, 0.5 decimal point. Where the complex data is both a combination of real number plus imaginary number. Let me give an examples also. Example 2 plus 1j. It's a complex. So this is an imaginary number. This is a 1j represent for the imaginary number, where 2 represent for the real number. And Boolean is simply like 0 or 1. This is a one type of data we have in Python. So advanced level data. So list is a collection of data. This is a collection of data. So it's a collection of sequence of a data, where a string is a sequence of a characters. String is a representation of a sequence of a characters. So sequence of a character. Let me give an example. So AI workshop. This is a sequence of a character. AI workshop is a sequence of a character. So characters means A is an individual character, I is an individual character, then W is an individual, O is an individual, R is an individual, K is an individual. So like sequence of a characters. Same like the tuples is also collection of a data, and dictionary is in the format of key and where values, where it contains the keys and where, and set is a collection of unique elements. That is a collection of unique elements. So this is a n number of things present in this data types. N number of things is present in data. So each and everything is important. You need to understand each and everything. Clear?